Hi, thank you for choosing this video to watch. Today I'm going to be talking about and playing this steel tongue drum, and I want to talk about it first because I have a couple different kinds and I thought maybe you'd find it interesting. So this one was handcrafted by someone who took basically the bottom of a propane tank, cut it off and welded it to another one to make, you can actually see this weld line here.
And peering inside, you can see that weld line.
And they took an angle grinder and very carefully cut out these little tongues. This is also called a steel tongue drum because each one of these, well, they look like a tongue and it's made of steel. But each one of them is cut to a certain length so that it reverberates at a certain tone, I think a frequency that corresponds to a scale, whatever scale you want to create for yourself. So this one was supposed to be probably a C major scale. It has some odd, like that one, tones to it. But this one is one I just bought. Is more carefully crafted, probably designed in a computer and stamped out on a machine, but it's got a really clear tone. I really like this. So to record this for a video, I could put a microphone to it and play it, which is what I've done in the past. Also, I can attach, probably could attach a little Piezo microphone to the bottom of this. It's rounded and these little discs need to be onto a flat surface, so it may not work for something like this. This one's a bit bigger. You can kind of see how it's a bit flatter on the bottom. But I'm going to, I've done this in the past. I've made a little cradle for my tank drum and put a microphone on the bottom. Didn't quite work in the past. I'll link that video in the description or in the box up here. Or is it up here? But before I do, I will do some close-ups of this and then show you what I made. Let's see where the angle grinder came in there and made some very careful cuts. Nice straight lines. And that's compared to these lines, which are obviously cut
Or stamped into the metal by a machine. See that crisp line at the end?
Here's the tank drum, and here's the cradle I made for it. All this is on a separate video elsewhere on my website, but I thought I'd just show it to you. It's just a board with some string on it to cradle the tank drum. That way, when I play a little tune, the sound comes up at me and I enjoy it. And I wondered what would happen if I, instead of having a flat board, I had a bumpy board. So I got this board that's as flat on the bottom but rounded on the top, and I carved out these holes in it, or little cups that'll reflect the sound up at the player. And while I was at it, I thought, why not put some piezo elements on the bottom that'll pick up the sound, hopefully through the wood. And this is also in a different video, but I thought I'd just show it to you for the moment so that you get an idea. Here are the elements glued to the bottom and basically just connected to little phono jacks that go into my digital recorder. And this is a more complete version with some netting I strung through it. So I will show you how this netting came to be.
Well, I happened to work near a playground and I saw them throwing away 2 whole soccer goals. So I ran over there and snatched off the netting and took them home to my backyard. Here I am. And my first thought was this would make a great cradle for my tank drum. So I'm snipping off a corner of it. And by the way, if you have to snip netting, or anything really, I recommend metal shears. They work for everything. Oh, and you hear in the background my neighbor's dog, whom I am very grateful for. Bark away, friendly neighbor dog, because he frightens away all the criminals. So you'll see me waving to my neighbor. I say, don't quiet them down. Keep them barking. Keep those criminals out of my yard. Now, just for fun, I thought I'd put together just a little bitty piezo microphone to show you that it's a piece of metal, little brass disc on the bottom, and a piece of paper on the top, and between those is a thin wafer of quartz crystal that when you disturb it, it sends a little electrical signal through the wire to the jack. So I'll plug it in and start recording it just so you can hear. Right. So, next, I'll be recording the stereo. One here. There. Okay. Just a little sidetrack. I haven't shown this instrument before on my channel, but it's a Tanpura, and it's a drone instrument. And I decided I would just attach that little piezo microphone to the body of it and see if I could get some sound out of that too. Yeah, I'll go into the tuning of this later. It's a different tuning, of course, because it's a drone instrument. You don't have any frets. So I'll just play this along with the tank drum. How about that?